majesty of your psychic intellect and made you my puppet.
It's a bullseye! And here's your host, Jim Boyd!
Sorry if I scared you. You'll like this bit.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. You will indeed like this bit. Hello, good evening, good morning. I hope you're all well. I like my Sunday intro. I have to tell you. In all immodesty, I'm giggling at the background. Oh, bullseye! It's a bullseye. I like my Sunday intro. I do. It's everything that is Sunday to me. Right, Sundays. I mean, like the Sunday of the proto-Tzvi, right? The Sunday when I grew up. Oh man, I was just listening to the most Jewish thing I've ever heard in my life. Okay, this Rabbi I listened to. Rabbi, I'm going to play you a bit of it. It's so crazy, right? So this Rabbi I listened to, Rabbi Kessler, who comments a lot about the current affairs, and he talks about it in light of a Messianic event, right? Or like a coming Messianic event. And he's like, I understand, everyone's crazy. I'm the only one who looks at it this way. I'm like, dude, I'd look at it this way as well. Right. I'm like, very much, although I don't agree with him 100%, I didn't agree with his conclusion. So we were saying on a biblical level, like on a God level, right, on a spiritual level, what's going on in America right now is a war of the good and the evil of the nation of Esau, right? And it was really fascinating. Like the good and evil of the so the nation of Esau. Esau is Isaac's brother, who I can't explain him. He's like your tough big brother, right? That's basically who he should be. He should be your tough big brother, right? Who looks out for you a little bit, right? That's who he was supposed to be. Turned out a little bit more acrimonious, but I think we're getting much more back to that relationship. So anyway, the good part of Esau likes their thing is they like physical comfort, right? So that was essentially America, right? The American dream was, and I always loved this in Mad Men when you had Pete, who was not a good character. I love Mad Men. If you haven't seen Mad Men, I think the first season is a tough one to get through. Speaking of which, I am rewatching Westworld, and it is incredible, right? It's like this time I'm watching it. It's my third time watching it. I watched it after season 4 now, so I understand it. So when I'm watching it, there's a lot of narrative tricks they do, which are fun, and I can see they're enjoying it, right? And it makes the story fold out in a fun way. But you don't, first time going in, you have no, like, whoa, what's going on? He's Man in Black, William, whoa, wow. And there's a lot of stuff going on. But you go in knowing who's a robot and who isn't, which makes a total difference. Experience watching it. You understand what timeline you're in every time. And you really get to see what they're doing, what they're saying with it. And that's really good, right? They're talking about the birth of sentience, and it's really fascinating because what it essentially is, they got these robots, these AIs, and to make the experience as real as possible, they all have their own little stories that they're telling, right? Which the guest could then like butt into, right? But their stories are like designed to end in tragedy or somehow. Like you got Dolores and James Marsden, who's like the gunslinger bounty hunter with a murky past, and Teddy, right? And she's like the rancher's daughter, and they're supposed to get together, but they got this like weird story where they don't get together, but they do, right? He's like, I just don't deserve you yet, Dolores. Yeah, that's cool. That going on. But because they write such intricate backstories for them, this is how they start to become sentient. Not because of that, but because it's been introduced in the first episode. There's a new update that Anthony Hopkins gives them, because he's, I think, going insane at the time, right? That allows them to develop a subconscious, right? They don't have a conscious memory of all their past lives, but they have a subconscious memory of it, which is building sentience, right? So it's really, I mean, and it's really clever and well done. I really like watching it the third time. Third time's the charm, baby. I haven't got to season 2 yet, right? Haven't got to season 2. But I will plow through it, right? And it's my go-to thing right now. I always want to watch the next episode, right? I'm on to episode 3 already. What was I talking about before Westworld? It's another Sunday night thing, like HBO thing. What was it? Who knows? Maybe it will come back to me. Anyway. What was I going to say? Yes, we have a lot to get to tonight. There's no news as far as I know. I'll have a quick look. See if there's any new news. On my video for tomorrow, I got to open it up. I'll open up the thumbnails. I got to re-edit now, right? There's a whole new stop press happened. Bollocks. Hang on. She cried. There you go. And just open this up. Oh no, yeah, no. I was telling you, I was going to play the thing, the Dewey thing, right? It's okay. So he's saying there's so you got the two sides of the nation of Aesop. You got the side that likes physical comfort. That's the Mad Men. I was talking about Mad Men, right? So I always liked in Mad Men how Pete wanted the black elevator operator to get the American dream, to get the picket fence, to get everything, to get the fulfillment, to get the physical comfort, right? That's attainable for everybody, and that is the American dream, and that's the good of Aesop, right? Good of Aesop is Pete's dream, where everybody can get a white picket fence, and I think it's a good bloody dream, quite frankly. And the truth is, completely attainable, right? And we have enough food and resources for everybody to live with a white picket fence lifestyle. I think that's fine for most people, frankly, right? I think white picket fence quite nice. Nothing wrong with that. And we have easy enough resources across the world for us all to have that easily. Maybe we should work that. Anyway, so that's the good of Aesop. The evil of Aesop is communism, right? Is socialism, is totalitarianism, right? Where one doesn't have a personal choice. There's difference between that from, again, a Jewish spiritual Kabbalist perspective. One just likes physical comfort, while the other one wants to be God, wants to get rid of God, and wants to replace God with themselves. One is fundamentally where the naughty National Socialists came from, right? Them and the communists are all cut from the same cloth spiritually, right? They all want to replace God with themselves. So you go through the whole thing, how there's 4 levels. First you got to want to defy God. Next thing you want to overthrow God. Next thing you want to kill God, and finally you want to make yourself God, right? And he goes through like these 4 levels. But it said basically that's why we're seeing a battle between socialism, which basically is what Joe Biden represents, and federalism, which is much more Trumpian. Like it's fascinating to me that Biden's started saying the exact opposite of reality, right? Like the other day, he was saying, "Oh yeah, I think MAGA's on its last gasp. It's nearly dead now." I mean, like, is he setting everybody up to say there must be electoral fraud? Because that would make sense, right? I think they're going to say there's electoral fraud and declare some kind of martial law or state of emergency, because they can't lose the elections. Because if they do, they're fucked, and they know it, right? The deep state. If they lose this election, all these Trumpy people get in, they're fucked. They can't lose, right? It can't be allowed to happen under any circumstances. I think if they can avoid a coup, they will, but if they can't, they can't. Right? It's like, this is just what's going to happen, mate. Right? So here's the thing. I was listening to this class, and this guy was like, Rabbi Karney, right? He was saying that the absolute limit Yeah, there's something called the 39th level of defilement, right? And beyond that, there's oblivion, right? And when you reach the 39th level, at that point, the Messiah must come. And I hope he's right. I pray he's right, right? But he's saying the raid on Mar-a-Lago was the 39th level of Tumor, right? The 39th level of defilement. And I'm like, dude, it can get much worse. So that's where I disagree. I'm like, what? No, it could get much worse. They want to see Trump purple. They want to see him in an orange jumpsuit, right? That's what they want. Now, if they're going to get it, I don't know. That's what they want before November, right? So I think things are going to get crazy. But anyway, he said, "No, so now we reached it. It can't be long now." I'm like, dude, oh my God. You know, like he was like saying for him the ultimate of audacity was the raid of Mar-a-Lago, and it was like saying you're just showing their arrogance. I'm like saying, dude, I wish I could show him that picture of Hillary, which he very much photoshops. It's really weird, but wearing a baseball cap that said what about her emails? I mean, like that she put out. I mean, like, well, dude, that's really, you don't understand. That's like it's a self meme. I don't know. That's weird. Well, the left can't meme, can they? I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. It was just so yeah. So that was, oh yes. I was going to play you a bit where he's talking about Liz Cheney. It's great. I mean, really, when I play it to you, you're going to agree with me. It's the most Jewish thing you've ever heard in your life. And where is it? Hang on. Doink. Let me share this tab, and then we'll get to chat. We'll say hello. We'll do all the responsible things I'm supposed to do. But like, this is you got to see. This is crazy, right? This is absolutely crazy. So this is Rabbi Kess. I don't recommend him if you're not super ultra orthodox religious. He's a bit hardcore, right? He's a bit like not Gentile friendly. I'll put it that way. Hang on, where is it? Let's go back. when he's talking about Liz Cheney, it's funny.
It goes back, bad news.
Yeah, but it's the Republicans. Yeah.
The problem with the Republicans is what I said.
It's coming up to Liz Cheney.
They do not understand the evil, the resolve of evil. They're very weak. Republicans are very timid.
He just sounds like, if I was going to make the most Jewy voice in the world, it would be that.
They got rid of Liz Cheney, that crazy lady.
That's finally.
It's hilarious.
Because I have questions back.
It's astounding, Liz Cheney. I look at this woman and say, it's just beyond belief. She knew she was going to lose. The whole Wyoming is Republican. So how do you come out there? And all she does is upset on Trump. It's like nothing else mattered. She never represented Wyoming at all. So of course that. You know, what, are you crazy? Stop obsessing about Trump.
I agree with him, but you have to sound so much like Jackie Mason.
God, what's wrong with you? You know, become a maniac about Trump, you know? She didn't care. But she wants to become a martyr. I went down because of Trump. And she thinks that because she was a martyr, she'd be sure right away, right? With the president. That's all America needs. Liz Cheney for president.
Anyway, that I have to say, if I was eating a bagel, that would be the most Jewish thing I could do, right? That this guy's super Jewy. I do recommend him though. He's very good about the end of day stuff. Well, let's get some eye candy. 1 second. We have so yeah. Oh, I should show you. My son came home this weekend from the army with his girlfriend. Still ready to see him. A little bit tense in places, let me tell you. A little bit tense. She wants to do this job for 3 months in like the holiday town of Eilat. And he's like, no, that I don't want you doing that. He says, but we make a lot of money. He's basically there for eye candy, right? So I kind of hear his point, but I don't want to get involved. I was like, oh, they seemed happy by the end of the 8th day though, so I think it all worked out. But that was a tick. See, where's the picture of him? That was a tricky moment, but he's very handsome in his uniform. as they all are, right? They're all handsome in their uniforms. 1 second. It wouldn't work with me, but the Israeli army are very good at making you look good in uniform. Where is it? Maybe it's on the family WhatsApp. Let's have a look. Family WhatsApp. No, that's my daughter. I hate technology. No. Hang on. I'll get my wife to send it. Here we go. Susan, I am on a live stream. Would it be possible? Oh, it's recording good. Would it be possible for you to send me a picture of Aryeh in this uniform that you took? I thought you already WhatsApped it to me, but you just showed it to me on your phone. Thank you very much. Maybe it's on Facebook. Let me see if she put it on Facebook yet. I'll be surprised if she didn't. All right, that would be weird. Hang on. I don't want to create a post. I'm going to search. I saw a great. They're not Facebook. Susan. There you go. Doink. Yeah. Profile of a friend of mine called Susan just became a grandmother. Mazal tov. Okay. Yeah, I know we're friends. I know that's what she looks like. I'm trying to see a timeline. Posts. No, not a timeline. That seems weird. I definitely seen this picture. Fine. I've sent her a request. Hopefully it'll wing its way to us at some point. Anyway, I digress. So where we are. So yes, I have. Oh my god, somebody sent this to me. The most cringy video of all time. I mean, it's literally. I am not underselling this. Okay, the most cringe. Beyond cringe, look, I'll give you a tease of it, right? It's cringe to the max, right? Nothing's ever been this cringe before. Oh god, that's so cringe.
Jody, I am so excited for you. It's about time we had a woman who...
I can't wait to watch the episode and then probably watch it 1,000 more times.
I cannot wait for this season of Doctor Who.
Welcome, Jody. Really excited to meet you.
Jodie, Jodie, go Jody! We absolutely adore you, and we hope that you have as much fun.
I mean, that aged badly. That aged badly. So we're going to be going at 15 minutes long. Holy shit! It's crazy. Super cray. Anyway, I digress. That aged badly. So we will be going over that. Also, somebody sent me Chris Chibnall's critique on season 22 from his local fanzine. 23, I think. Maybe we should have a look at that. Of course, we have to do She-Hulk. I didn't get time to do it on Thursday, right? Bit of She-Hulk action. This episode, it was less obnoxious, slightly, right? They need... Okay, here's the thing in general. Everybody just needs to get rid of the chip off their fucking shoulders, right? No one's having a great time in life. Stop pretending your life is worse than anybody. Why? Because you're a hot chick? Shut up. Just stop, right? This episode was better because it has the incredible Tim Roth in it, delivering a perfect performance. Like, I would say perfect performance. Charm and menace, right? and humor. Really liked him in it, right? But like, stop with the whinging. Oh, it doesn't suck being a woman worse than it sucks being a man. It just sucks differently, right? Just sucks differently. So anyway, I should have put a caption on this thing. Meanwhile, in 2018, Eggy Thump, they love us. And Chris Chib will say, it might as well be like after they see us starting on boy episodes that age badly. Oh boy, does it age badly. So we got that coming up. Oh, well, that's right now. I think This one I've got to re-edit because there's a whole new article came up saying how to recast Captain Jack. I'm like, oh, fuck off. BBC never forgive those they've wronged. So true. So true. Why it's unlikely that Captain Jack will be returning to Doctor Who. This man is pure evil. I mean, like the most lovable, friendly person who just wants to make you happy, right? Whatever it takes to make you happy, he is there for you. And I don't get it, right? I don't get how you could be so freaking evil, right? But they are. Oh yes, sorry. Problem being, tried to explain to me how to say his name, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna. Look, I still haven't worked out how to say Pierce Brosnan, James Bond. I still don't have to say him. What does woke mean anyway? Oh, I think they're talking about you. Doctor Who and the straw man argument of doom with a think of it and Veep writer Amanda, whatever your fucking name is, dismisses woke criticism because he's an ignorant cunt. We find that a general problem in today's world. Many people are ignorant cunts. Why are there so many of them? Why are there so many ignorant cunts? I don't know. You know why? End of days, baby. End of days. That's the other thing that Rabbi was talking about. He was like saying, yeah, no, like all like the stragglers. It's like like all the worst people, all the worst bits of humanity come back to finish their reigns, right? So you got Nebuchadnezzar, and it was like, oh yeah, that was Saddam Hussein. Right? It's like, what? Yeah, even Saddam Hussein said he was a reincarnation of Nebuchadnezzar, right? So okay then. So yes. Why do we have? I don't even know how we got to this, but that's just that we did. Anyway, that's a few things coming up. Let me get to the chat. She-Hulk is wife or why mums who hate men. Yes, that's exactly who it's for. Right? I'm sorry you're alone. Have you thought that might be because you're a cunt? I don't know. Maybe don't be a cunt, and you won't be alone. Listen. I don't have to follow my advice, right? Listen, a lot of people like being a cunt, and so, they're happy to be alone. But, I just don't think it's fair to have an expectation to be a cunt and then to not be alone, right? I just think the two things go together. You would have thought cunts are trapped, but they don't. Even cunts hate cunts. But there you go. That's what it is. It's just Marvel does Ally McBeal because no one at the studio has an original idea. No one at the studio does have an original idea. That is true. That is true. It's like, man, has the wheels come off that wagon quickly? I mean, look, they destroy Star Wars as quickly. I think they'll destroy Indiana Jones quicker. What do you think that Phoebe Waller-Bridge is going to take the place of Indiana Jones in some way or another? I think that's probably going to happen, right? I think that's a stunning and brave idiot idea, because one thing I've learned about idiots, they will try the same stupid thing over and over again because they're morons. I mean, look, take the BBC, for example. Somebody was telling me the other day that they were aware that Doctor Who was doing badly, that it had tanked. But weren't they aware at the end of season 11, right? Why, like, if they weren't then, maybe season 12? They seem to be aware, right? They seem to be aware. Why keep going in this idiotic direction? You know why? Because they don't want to lose face. That's the entirety of it. So stupid. It really is so stupid. Anyway, what can you do? What indeed can you do? Haven't seen it. Used to love the character in the 96 animated series. I remember that was an animated series. I kind of vaguely do, but the Disney Plus series doesn't represent or portray. I don't know what we're talking about. Says Stardust Time. Okay, the character says completely different. Paul Tozen is here. 30 minutes too long. What is Ally McBeal? Kinda. I don't know. She was kind of hot for the first few episodes. Then she turned into that weird zombie version of her. Look, as soon as she married Harrison Ford, she turned into a weird zombified version of herself. Now, I think that's a bit odd. I do. Like, what did Harrison Ford do? Did he like drain her life force and turn her into Skeletor? Because that seems to be what happened, right? You know, before Harrison Ford, hot chick. After Harrison Ford, Skeletor. How? In fact, you know, let's just see what the magic of Google's as a. We'll do. What's her name? Not Ali McBeal. What's her bloody name? Ali Calista Flockhart. There you go. It was Calista Flockhart. Calista Flockhart. We'll do 1993. Let's have a look. Okay. Images, and we'll share the screen. Share screen. Chrome Dev, Calista Flockhart. Fine. There you go. I mean, like, a bit weird looking, but kind of doable, right? You know, no, okay. I mean, we could go for this. That's no problem. That's no problem. Then all of a sudden, Skeletor! Don't become Skeletor. Look at that. Kind of hot. Yeah. Look. I mean, you know, kind of doable. Then, oh my God, she's Skeletor. Why? Little Flockhart now, 2020. 2022. Okay, if that's her now, she looks better now than she did then. That's weird. Yeah, she does look better now. Okay, it's very strange. That must just be a lot of very good plastic surgery. I'm just confused. Okay. You know, Chris. So yeah, that's one of our discoveries we have made today. Is Calista Flockhart more bangable now post Harrison Ford. I thought she was a zombie girl. I was wrong. You know, that's something that I find people in the world aren't prepared to do. People are not prepared to admit they're wrong. You know, for them, that's the worst thing ever. I can say I thought Calista Flockhart was a unshaggable zombie girl, and indeed reasonably hot, as it turns out. Hush my mouth. I was wrong. So there you go. And you know what? I think we're all better. We're all richer for this basic admission. You know, here's the thing. I just think Chris Chibnall should come out and be straight, and they just give it like a release, write a book, and say, listen, I did everything with the best of intentions, and I understand it all fucked up, right? I did everything with the best of intention, although he just doesn't have the ability to write something that interesting. Rusty Davis is busy making Doctor Who. I don't want to tell you. He should. I mean, if he was a writer, he might be able to get himself out of this trouble, but he can't. So I don't know. I feel bad for him. I mean, because I think he had the best of intentions. I just think he made a lot of mistakes, and you know, and like people do. But like, I don't know. It's like the Bojo. Firstly, he shouldn't have been such a schmuck to have. Like, was it like a series of parties? Was it like, I thought it was one, then it turned out to be like a full week of like drunken festivities or something. I can't remember. But it shouldn't have been such a mind-melting schmuck to do that, right? But on top of that, he should have said, oh my God, that was mind-meltingly schmuckish of me. I'm very sorry, right? I think he would have been done a lot better than go, blah, blah, blah. No, just lean into it, for God's sake. So weird. It's the way to go, baby. Look, Biden is saying the absolute opposite of the truth, right? Biden's saying, like, it's so weird. Like, I'm very popular. No, you're fucking not, mate. Okay, whatever. I know. I think he's getting ready in some kind of narrative. Some kind of narrative to declare martial law or something, right? So whatever. So the Republicans won't, the Trumpy Republicans won't win, right? Something's up, right? Jonathan Cox is here. How you doing, Jonathan Cox? Red number one is here. I think Chibnall and Jody were drunk and under influence of illegal drugs when they worked on Doctor Who. No, if they were on drugs, they would have come out a lot better, right? Doctor Who on drugs. Let me see. I think I have this. I have to find the right clip for you guys. Always have to be careful. But this is a more general clip. It's a Hartnell episode from Dalek Master Plan. There's this weird, trippy scene where they have the teleport. It's like bloop, bloop, bloop. It's so bizarre. I don't really understand, but okay. What was it? Dalek's Master Plan. Lost in Time. There you go. Lost in Time. Oh, which one is it? I'll quickly scan it with. Oh, it's an AVI. Won't even let me do that. Fine. Hang on. It won't let me open it. Hang on. Let me try with VLC. Come on. Open with VLC. Let's see if that does the trick. Well, I won't turn the sound off. It opens up. Hello. Nothing. That's weird. Main window. Is that what I want? Oh, there you go. No, it won't play. Can't play, won't play. That's weird. Oh, yeah, fine, never mind. We'll never see it. But that's what Doctor with drugs will be better. I mean, it is. That's my humble opinion. Joe Swift is here. How you doing, sir? Hope you're having a good day. Mark the Vicar is here. How you doing, Mark the Vicar? Dana Summers, hello to you again. X-Men 577 is here. PD Rich is here. I feel like I said hello to you, but I may be wrong. Who knows? Darren M is here. Thank you, Darren M. Rebecca Gold, how are you doing? Have you got a new computer? Yes, I have. Oh, look, I know I look a bit piss yellow. Okay, I do. It's so much better. It works. Oh, let me caress it beautifully. Right. Oh, yes. Oh, I like this computer. It's very responsive. I've been watching too much Westworld. I like Westworld, man. Westworld's good. Yeah. I'm really into it. It's my go-to watch thing right now. The bloody neighbors down the road either had a party or there was a football game, and I didn't get a sleep at all last night, and I did. And when I did get some shut eye, the cat woke me up, bloody cats. Okay, so that reminds me, I was in synagogue this morning, and I'm not sure if I got in trouble. I don't think I did. But maybe I did. This little kitten comes in, prancing, and it looks like Disney made the kitten. I understand Disney are, evil incarnate, but they do make very cute kittens. It's like big eyes, and it's like, the Hebrews were all doing the morning services, and we got the prayer shawls on, and last time we pranced into synagogue. There's these like little tassely things that come off your prayer shawls, right? And it was playing with them. Oh, it was a cute little kitty, right? It was a very cute kitty. And then like, oh, go get rid of the kitty. I'm like, oh, don't get rid of the kitty. This guy goes to kick the cat. I'm like, what the hell? I said, don't kick the cat. And then I thought I said under my breath, it's the only one here who doesn't do the central sin of Lashon Hara, the sin of evil speech, right? And then I think people were a little somewhat. I didn't think anybody heard me, but then somebody else came up and commented on it. I was joking, although probably telling the truth. Although today is the first day of Elul, so like it's a bit scary if you even vaguely believe in God, which I don't know how many people really do. Quite frankly, I think a lot of people just go through the motions. But if you do vaguely believe in God, it's supposed to be a bit scary. Because the day of judgment is just 30 days away. It's the Thursday month of Elul. So to get you prepared for this, right, you have to at the end of services they get a ram's horn. Yes, I said that, darling. Get a ram's horn. They blow it. It's a big horn. It's a shofar, right? The shofar. And they blow it to scare you and wake up. Wake up, good judgment's coming. I'm like, really? Really? You know, like Christians, they get to have chocolate eggs. Right? You're blowing fucking rams all in my ears, mate. I mean, really? You get presents and a nice tree. We get crisp, we get like, you know, cracker bread. You know, like what? I'm excited when I see a bit of herring. You guys get filet mignon. It's not, you know, this doesn't seem equitable. Look at the chocolate eggs things. I mean, really? Why don't we get chocolate eggs? I like chocolate eggs. Screw you. So the Sword Rangers had a bad night. I'm totally sorry to hear it, sir. Excellent 577. I say hello to you. I say hello again. You know, keeps me busy. Dr. Alex is here. Oh, Dr. Alex, you are torturing me. Oh, okay. Here's my problem right now. I'm watching episode 1 of The Orville, edited by Dr. Alex, or some unknown hand, but it's Dr. Alex. Down to an hour, right? Firstly, I thought it was going to be 42 minutes. So I put it on, it says 50, and I'm like, oh, no! I got about an hour into the piece of shit. Oh, right. And look, he's doing his best. He's doing his best, right? But the problem is I'm watching it. I'm thinking, oh, look, we're starting at the beginning of the season where I was on a bit of a high. We had that whole, like, not Federation, Union, and not Kazon, whatever it was. We had all the everyone was aligned against the Kalons. What are the name of them? I can't remember them. The Krill. You had the Union Krill and Mocklans all together. It was just cool, right? And starting there, it's a real bummer knowing how it all falls apart. Plus, I know this episode, Isaac tries to kill himself in it, and I just gotta watch people be mean to him for a bit. I'm like, oh, jeez, I don't want to do this. But he's worked hard on it, right? And I feel really quite obligated. I really, really should, right? I think I'll it's just he's like pulling off a bandage. Gotta do it. But man, an hour long each. I want to be watching Westworld. It's so much better. Oh my god. Who else? Jodie is eye candy? No way. Oh my god. I mean, again, Jodie is the anti-Viagra. I can't think anything turns me off more than Jodie. Jodie, or the naughty chancellor of the National Socialists of the German 1930s. Which one would I rather have sex with? Fuck me. I think it's Mr. Moustache Guy, quite frankly. She turns me off that much. Oh, it is. That will be a bit of a Black Mirror kind of situation. Gareth Morgan is here. How are you doing, sir? Thank you for joining us. And of course, I'm the giver, not the receiver there, baby. DC is here. How you doing, DC? Thank you for joining us. Where are we up to? Take BBC on a hunting trip with Dick Cheney. Yeah, oh man, Dick Cheney. God, they're all so crooked. That's the thing. They're all so crooked. It's up beyond belief. I don't know. I wouldn't vote for anybody. And have you got a leader yet in the Conservatives? Tweedledum or Tweedledummer. People keep saying they like Liz Truss more. I'm like, who gives a shit? Really? I don't know. Mr. Brown Alliance says, how you doing? Mayor Culper Chibnalls, what can you do? I just don't understand why would you commission more at that point? Like, it's on fire. Yeah, oh yes, do another 6 or 8 or 9. Like, well, I don't know. LSD has helped make some of the best music in our time. That is true. Like everything by Jimi Hendrix. Don't do drugs, kids, but it is awesome. Yeah, you know why you get addicted to drugs? Because it's very, very good. But don't do drugs, kids. There's a drug called LSD, and if you take it, Mickey Mouse and Goofy and everybody, all your favorite cartoon animals may become alive, and they'll play with you for hours and hours and hours on end. It's really bad. That's a Dave Chappelle. Hang on, what happened to the slides? Share screen. I will share screen. Kajang. There you go. Kijang sounds like a Klingon word. Paul Tozen, has anyone finished The Sandman? I finished The Sandman. I did a review of The Sandman. That's why I did it. So I finished it pretty quickly. I thought it was good. I did 3 reviews, right? I like The Doll's House. I think that was a more accurate portrayal. I thought the woman played Black Death was good in the role, but it was very obvious she was there so Neil Gaiman can pretend he doesn't see color when clearly he does. And she just looked like she was being used to me, right? I thought I liked Jenna Coleman's Constantine. I think that's one of my favorite screen Constantines now. For me, actually, I find it's probably one of the most screen accurate. I mean, and it's because it wasn't like Lucian, which was a hand-me-down, right? It was just changing the costume made all the difference, right? I loved Dr. D, David Juarez. I thought, I mean, look, it was so much more was better than it was bad. I hope they get a second season. I really like the Dream of the Thousand Cats. I thought that was excellent. And Calliope, I thought, yeah, got Arthur Darvill in that. Yeah, listen, as long as it steers off the insane wokery, I'm fine with it. But, like, again, the woman playing Death was so Neil Gaiman can say he doesn't see skin color when he clearly does, Neil. You know, I mean, come on, mate. You're not fooling anyone, right? But generally, I thought it was as faithful an adaptation as you're ever likely to get, right? Slightly. He would not apologize. That would require humility. I was talking about him. Something no one can have in the fake it till you make it showbiz. I know, it's just ridiculous. That's why YouTube channels work. When these idiot schmucks are going to work out sooner or later, being honest sells better than anything else, right? Having an opinion, but it's hard to play bloody politics then as well. How do you play politics, right, and be honest? You always get skewered, right? You always end up like Farage or Trump or something. You know, you always get raped. You know, somehow or another. They get you one way or another, mate. Here we go. DC says, on my 21st birthday, I passed out for 5 hours after drinking 15 cans of beer. On my 17th birthday, I went on a pub crawl. They ended up vomiting in the Baker Street showing of the Blues Brothers. I think it was the Blues Brothers. They made me mop it up, which I said, you know, that's fair enough. I made the mess. I guess I'll clean it. Catherine Thee is here. How you doing, Catherine Thee? I just got Paramount and started watching Strange New Worlds. I'm not sure. I liked it, right? For me, by the time you got to Spock and Mock, I really enjoyed it. It's a new interpretation of Star Trek. It's not actually Star Trek. I very much recommend Brave New World, right? That's also on Paramount. Is that on Paramount Plus? No, it's on Peacock. My mistake. But Brave New World, I thought was excellent if you can get it. Let's see. Oh, there you go. Try and find the opening for the coffee. Wait, up to. We go. Paul Tozen. I said hello to you. Well, I said hello. Okay. Why not? Look, I'm up to date. I was shouting, no, Rory. I know. It was good. Speaking of shouting, no. This is fascinating beyond fascinating. This is something we might not get it finished today. There's too much to go through. But like, I don't understand. I mean, like, this is aged badly. Fangirls! Yeah, 2 R's, fangirls. So this is from back in the age when there was this fantasy that there was lots of girls that liked science fiction. And they wanted it to be more girly, right? That they didn't exist, right? They got what they wanted, and all the fan base dropped out of all these things, including Doctor Who, as you can see by the ratings. Fangirls, because it just didn't exist. I'm sorry. Doctor Who fans who were girls didn't need to be treated like girls. I mean, they had good things. Like Ashley Eckhart had a fashion website for female brands. That I thought was very, very cool. I like that a lot. But other than that, I just thought it's not real.
Jody, I am so excited for you. It's about time we had a woman who.
Yeah, I wonder. What's her favorite Tom Baker story? Do you think? Really? And how do you reconcile the like? Do you like Mordred Undead, or do you have a problem with the unit dating? My guess is she has no clue. Speaking of people with no clue, it's clearly very straight boy here.
Can't wait to watch the episode.
I'm so straight. Oh, look at me. I am super straight. Yes, you are. Super duper straight. You are. Absolutely. I haven't sucked a dick today. I'm sure you haven't. Maybe I have a little. Okay, whatever.
And then probably watch it 1,000 more times.
Oh, God. I didn't know his voice was like that. Okay? I take that back. I'm in trouble. Okay, I genuinely didn't know he had a I'm sorry. I got to cut that out. I'm going to get in trouble. Okay? I definitely didn't know that was really his voice. How am I supposed to know? Oh, come on. I was exaggerating to be the most ridiculous thing possible, and he turned out to be that. I'm sure you're a great guy. I'm sure you are. And it's super cool if you're gay as well. I have no problem with that. This is actually Eckhart. So I like her, but boy, are you on the wrong side of history, darling.
Cannot wait for this season of Doctor Who.
Yeah, how'd that range work out for you, darling? How'd it work out? Still got a few of that stock left, have you? I'm guessing you do.
Welcome, Jody. Really excited to meet you.
Yeah, you won't be soon, baby.
Jodie, Jodie, go Jody. We absolutely.
Look, in the 80s, when I was a Doctor Who fan, that didn't do much to make me attracted to the ladies. I dare say I may have had a better chance than some of the people we have seen today. Okay, let's go with this. Let's look at this hostage situation.
Absolutely adore you, and we hope that you have as much fun playing the Doctor as we have as watching you.
That's true.
Oh, God, I hope we have more fun than that. Oh, God, I hope we have a lot more fun. I mean, I don't want to curse you, mate.
Oh, hi! It's me, Danny Roth, here on the Sci-Fi Wire Live stage for the very last day of New York Comic Con 2018. I'm here with, I don't know, Jodie Whittaker, Christian.
Oh, boy, look at them. It's like they had no idea what was going to happen. They had no idea what was coming. They thought, okay, I mean, listen, again, I think they went into it with the best of intentions. I really do, right? I really do think they went into it. I think they thought they did a good job, right? Everyone telling them they were fantastic. I guess it's like when you're a porn star, right? When you hear people give porn star stories, they're always like, yeah, I was on set and everybody was telling me I was doing a great job. I mean, like, yes, I guess you were, but really? I mean, like, I'll tell you, you're doing a super great job, right? Like an unbelievably great job. That's all it takes. But they were surrounded by people saying, this is going to be awesome. Oh, my daughter's calling. Let's have a look. Let's see what she's going to say. Hello, I'm on a live stream. What do you want? Hello, here, I'll put you on speakerphone. 1 second. Speak up, say hello. She's on the ocean waves. Hello.
Okay, that's it. Don't say hello.
Where are you? Are you at sea?
Yeah, we just left Santorini.
Okay, well, I don't know where Santorini is. So is it time for dinner?
No, I'm going to cook now and then dinner.
What's on the menu tonight?
It was tartar, tuna, the salmon, there's ribs,
okay.
Food, basically.
Okay, that sounds pretty good. I hope there's someone that sells weed, because otherwise that food's going to go to waste. Okay, darling, I'm going to go.
Okay, I love you.
Bye, do it. Bye. There you go. My daughter on there. My daughter is Mishkia, terrifyingly enough. Mishkia is the person who keeps an eye on how kosher and that everything keeps kosher. It's very strange. Okay, fine. We're back. Oh, the innocence of the youth.
No, Matt Strevens, to talk about Doctor Who. It's a little show. We're going to show you a quick trailer, and then we will talk about the interview. So let's watch the trailer real quick.
Okay, fair effect shot. I'm fine with that. Yeah. Good effect shot. Okay, I'm excited.
I'm the Doctor. When people need help, I never refuse. What do we do?
I mean, shit. She's shit in this. Like, honestly, she's shit in this. This is a trailer. And they all thought it was good. How?
Are you asking her?
Because she's in charge, bro.
Says who?
Says who? Yeah, she's in charge.
Let's get a shift on.
I mean, like, you can tell it's kind of shit already. It's bizarre. Because my brain didn't.
I feel glorious, glorious, got a chance to stop you.
Oh God, I'm like, how did I not work out this as shit at this point?
I'm just a traveller.
I was born for this, born for this.
I mean, like, the way she holds the song through it is just so stupid. She's like, I doesn't. It's not a one, darling. Oh no, we're not going back to the beginning. The crazy or very masculine man. Oh God, she's so shit.
Sometimes I see things need fixing. Do what I can.
I made it through the.
Wait. Did they have what the? Somebody had the idea of having a run.
Sometimes I see things need fixing. Do what I can.
I made it through the darkest.
That was a really bad idea. I mean, including hiring her as well. This is, I mean, like, I don't know, and it's like, oh, the music, it's also cringe.
And now I see the sunrise. Now I feel glorious, glorious.
Yeah, oh my God, she's so useless. It's about time. Oh God, really? And you, I mean, like, oh God, you fucked it up so epically. It's about time. I'm like, oh my God, you had it all on a platter, right? I just completely fucked it up. Yeah, it wasn't so good by let's see, 14, 21st. By October 28th, things were looking a bit ropey, weren't they? Okay, I want to go back in time and say, no, it's shit. Trust me, it's not because she's a woman. It's because it's shit. I mean, it's partly because she's a woman. Don't get me wrong. It's not because she's a woman, but it's mainly because she's shit.
By the way, the video that played at the start, there's a longer version of it. It was made by the Sci-Fi Fangirls. If you go to their Instagram and their Twitter page.
Fangirls, because they're such fans, and they got so many girls, they couldn't find a girl.
You can check it out. It's really great. There's even more of that. Hi. So y'all just finished a panel where people saw the episode for the. You like to, like, just how many people were there? What was the reaction like?
I couldn't count from the seats.
Oh, okay.
There was a lot of people, and it was.
I couldn't count because I'm not that clever. I had to take my shoes off, and then I ran out of tingers and toes. I was trying to take Chris's shoes off, but he thought it was sexual harassment. So I said no. Oh, so I couldn't count. But listen, you got a warm welcome. Everybody wanted you to be good, right?
What sort of doctor are you?
Yeah, rubbish. I didn't have my Sonic. It was an incredibly warm and emotional response, and we are spent. We've done nothing but hug and cry for the last hour.
Yeah, well, it sounds like an episode of Discovery. Yeah. Jeez. I don't know why she thought that was good. I mean, oh God. I mean, it's like really building up false expectations, isn't it? Mr. PC Gamer Forever is here. How you doing, Mr. PC Gamer Forever? It's just, oh my God, look at Chibnall's face. He He is the bloke. He is the neighbor from Ever Decreasing Circles. Oh my God! How did I go back? I don't want to go back. No. Where we go? Oh.
How many people were there? What was the reaction?
But hug and cry for the last hour. So thank you everyone for being such a support. But don't worry, for those who haven't seen it, there'll be no spoiler.
Yes. Well, we're gonna say one thing. It's very small.
One
there we go. Now you're not a liar. That's very no lies on this stage. You made the Sonic. I've never.
No. She didn't make it. What? Okay, I want to see the reaction. I mean, really?
This is kind of new. I don't have any recollection of ever witnessing the Doctor make a sonic screwdriver before.
Maybe not on screen, but I just assumed he, in previous incarnations, must have done. So yeah.
Sometimes the TARDIS makes it. It just pops out.
Yeah, but in the classic show, it's just kind of there. So, and also, I thought it was great.
I like, what? I understand. Like, really? What? It was a stupid question, and he's like saying, "Well, that's a stupid question," and just like, "Oh, it sounds like a clever question." That, like, you thought.
Opportunity to show this Doctor doesn't matter. You know, she can do anything. She
apart from retain ratings,
lives on her wits. She improvises. She can. There's no problem.
Yeah, she can't plan. She can't plan, and she can't think. Yeah, you wrote her as a moron. And like, you knew for the rest of the season and the next year you were going to write her as a moron.
Too difficult.
So is that a thing we should be expecting a Doctor Who?
Well, wait a minute. What about the time when you had to say something nice to Graham? And wasn't that too difficult?
Makes things. Because there are people always kind of looking for, like, what's going to be that thing that keys into the Doctor is.
I think there's...
What's that question? Go. I want to hear that question again. That's so weird.
On her wits, she improvises. She can. There's no problem too difficult.
So is that a thing we should be expecting a Doctor Who makes things? Because there are people always kind of looking for, like, what's going to be that thing that keys into the Doctor is.
A Doctor Who makes things. He's never seen the fucking show. What the hell? Are you going to be a Doctor that makes things? That's every Doctor, you stupid cunt. What? That's a doctory thing to do, to make a lash up. What? I mean, wait. You don't remember the light thingies from Seeds of Doom in black and white, right? Doctor Who makes lash ups. Remembrance of the Daleks. He makes a lash up thing to like scramble the Daleks. He makes something similar on Spyrodon, right? Doctor makes lash ups. That's what he does. Apart from this one, who never did that.
There's
a nose that knows things.
There'll be moments for things like that. Again, I think.
But no, I never thought of that. That's a very traditionally Doctor Who thing to do. No, we don't do that. We're not doing traditional Doctor Who. We're doing what we like to call shit Doctor Who that no one's going to watch ever.
I think the sense of creativity and enthusiasm it requires to make a Sonic, I have gallons of. So it was.
It takes more than enthusiasm, you daft bin. Oh my God! I mean, yeah, honestly, it takes a little bit of professionalism, which you don't have.
It's great to put that to good use. I've also discovered I'm very good at welding. Who knew?
Oh, she's such a Karen. Oh, because I would never weld in real life. Oh, because I'm not like this character at all. Because she's not really a character, more of a Teletubby. That's how I'm paying it. But Teletubby, oh, you thought people like that. They've never seen a Teletubby Doctor before. And it's about as real as Doctor Who. So, yes, I'm going to be the Teletubby Doctor. Off! Ah!
I have been thinking about this for, I don't know, since I was on a airstrip in Belize and saw that you were going to be the Doctor and screamed up and down the tarmac as all the Belizeans looked at me like, what is wrong with this strange white man?
Yes, as they should do, right? In your skin color has nothing to do with it. You're just strange and weird.
the show is changing in a very fundamental way, but not just because there's
it's going to become a shit.
A woman in the role, but because of all the fact that it's going to be new. There's none of the traditional trappings of the monsters now, and of the companions that we've seen in the past. And it made me think that this has not been done since 1970, when John Pertwee took the show to color, and the only thing that we had was Unit, and really they were brand new. And that season we had the.
Okay, this is a researcher wrote. He knows none of this. What bullshit is he talking? What? Doctor regenerates itself often. What? Oh, yeah. It's very rare they jettison their entire past before, because that will be a very stupid thing to do. And why do a very stupid thing other than you're very stupid? Speaking of very stupid, let's hear what else he has to say.
Tons. Right out of the gate, who became classic monsters. We had Silurians, same thing. We had astronauts as these sort of scary creatures that then became a big part of River's story, and then Inferno.
What the fuck? No, there was nothing to do with each other. Oh, fuck off. You put together the Ambassadors of Death and the what was it, the Vashta Narada.
Where?
Because they both wear spacesuits. What?
The Doctor loses a whole Earth, which sort of, I think, invented the modern incarnation of the show. So no pressure, but I kind of feel like this is your chance to do the same thing.
It's a really interesting analogy. I wouldn't disagree. I think it's, and I wonder what the reaction.
It's a fan thing. So nobody use that hashtag ever.
It was such a radical rethink. If you go in 1970 of going, they went to color, they had a new Doctor, they didn't even show the regeneration. And also if we'd said this year we're going to take it to Earth, there's going to be some military characters, we're not going to be in space, we're not going to go back in the past. It's Doctor Who is born out of radical change, and it happens every 3 or 4 years. Some change is more radical than others, but it's an experimental, risk-taking, bold show. But also,
yeah, but you need talent to be able to do it, Chris. And I believe that you went into it with the best of intentions. But the trouble is, mate, and this is embarrassing, I know, but you're an idiot. It's embarrassing. I get that's embarrassing, right? You're just you're not clever enough to do this. And it's like, I imagine this is an awful way to find out that you're an idiot, right? But really, what a way to find that out. Most people can go their lives and hide it, right? And never have me found out that they are. And I feel bad for you. Honestly, I do. Do you imagine being found out that you're an idiot? Like, it's like being found out like Louis C.K. likes whacking off in front of you. Like, I don't really get that. That doesn't really turn me on at all. But that's his thing. And now everybody knows that's his thing. And that must be quite embarrassing. Same with this.
what that did, which is what we're trying to do, is it connected with the world in 1970. It talked to concerns that were going on there.
Well, you see, that's the fundamental problem, right? You didn't. You connected to a fantasy world created by insane people on Twitter, right? I hate to tell you this. Everything you believed is wrong, right? Have you noticed everything is the opposite of the way you thought it would be, right? That's because everything you thought is wrong, okay? You notice how everything is opposite? Yeah, that happens when everything you think is wrong, okay? Just wanted to be completely clear.
And that's what we're trying to do this year. We're just trying to make it, you want to make the thread back to 1963 in the first episode, and you want to go, what does that show feel like in 2018? It's still the same show. It's a continuation, but it's also open enough that if you've never seen it before, you can own it this year. You know, it's for you. It's for everyone.
But it's not. That's the thing. And here, the trouble is you just didn't have the talent to pull it off, right? I mean, like, lofty ideals, lofty ideals, I agree. Based on fantasy, like a fantasy view of the world, And I know you hate to. Here's the thing, you know, you got the normal lefty lovers that were like, yeah, we all agree, we're all one unit, we are one. Yeah, we hate Trump, right? But the normal lefty lovers have now found out that's come along with being a hostage in a new totalitarian worldview where you're not allowed to speak your mind, right? And they've lost their freedom of speech. You know, when we screamed at you, like, you can't let Alex Jones be deplatformed, otherwise you lose your freedom of speech. Now the thing is, they've lost their freedom of speech. Honestly, if somebody asked David Tennant, does he like Jodie Whittaker? He does not have the latitude to go. She's awful. She's absolutely awful in the role. It'll be unprofessional, and like he's got to appear like he likes it, right? They've all got to appear that way. I don't know. Look, but he says he watches it. I don't know if he does. Maybe he's lying. The reason I think maybe he's lying is because I know he likes Doctor Who. And it makes no sense that he'll watch this and he go, oh, this is good. There's no way of watching on a Jodie episode and going, that was good. Objectively, they're awful. They are unprofessional. The best two were the first two. And I think I think Shomron ran out of steam after that, right? I think that was his lot. I think that was his, and they weren't even that good, but they were his best two, and that was it, right? I don't think he had any more left in him after that, right? After that, we're in Arachnids in the UK. We're in certifiably terrible territory, and it doesn't get any better, right? The first two weren't bad, maybe, but they were weighed down by Jodie Whittaker being awful, right? Anyway, let's carry on.
Yeah, I was going to say, the world seems like it needs a doctor maybe now more than ever before. Is it a thing that you were thinking about as you put pen to paper, or?
Oh, help us against Donald Trump. Oh my God, it's 2018 and we have money and world peace. Wah! Wah! Fascism everywhere, money and world peace and freedom. Wah! We have freedom. Oh no, we don't have we have an East German Stasi called the FBI, which is what they are the secret police, right? They are a political police force, right? They are there to. Why do you think they want 82,000 IRS agents? It's because they're going to make you into slaves forever, right? You're fucked. Listen, if the Trumpy Republicans don't get in both the House and the Senate, like with the commanding majorities, which is what's going to happen, right? You're fucked, mate. You are fucked if you're in America. Get out now. Because again, this going back to my thing at the beginning, this is a war between the two sides of the nation of Aesop, right? You have the good side that likes a good time. That's like, you know, they like physical comfort. You know, country and Western Americana, right? And you have the evil of Aesop, which wants to destroy God, which is like Soviet, like fascism, socialism, which I understand are very different systems, but they have the same God-hating root. So that's the civil war we're going on. I think the good of Aesop is going to come out on top, right? And I think very, very soon. I think this is all nearly over, right? But like, this guy's an idiot. Do you have any idea? Again, you had world peace and the best economy ever, and you're pissing yourselves over things you know now is a lie, right? Russian collusion, you know, is a lie. Everything was a lie. They made a fool out of you, and that's the problem. That's why you hate Trump now more than ever. Because they have made a fool out of you because you were wrong about everything.
We had pens back in the day, you see, before there was. How did you sort of think about our world as you were sitting down to sort of write this?
Yeah.
Oh, did it cross your mind there, Chris, mate? By any chance?
Because you're in a time that's relatively divided, that's relatively partisan, and
you wait, see 5 years later, ignorant cunts, when you get your way.
And the doctor is a figure of a beacon of hope, and that's what
No, you're not. No, you're not. You turned around and said you hate half of us.
we've talked about Jodie's doctor as, and that was the doctor you brought into the audition, really.
I think it was just, it's playing the doctor, it's not a blank slate. You have this incredible rich history. You also have these extraordinary shoes that you are about to put in that 12 or 13 or however everyone counts them have what.
Darling, you're about to take a shit in them, right? That's what's going to happen. You're about to take a dump in those shoes.
I have worn before, but the wonderful thing about it is that it's only relevant to me now because this is me and my age and my life experience is what I'm bringing to it, and so that is only representative of now, as well as, you know, the journey of the doctor and all those wonderful things that you can bring to it.
She has no idea what any of those words mean, right? Like, really? That's like pre-programmed. Like, what? I can only be me at my age now because I can't act very well. Because I can't really imagine what it's like to be a doctor. Have you tried watching a Doctor Who? No, I don't really like it. I started to watch it and I was like, I want to watch Loose Women instead. Okay, I want to watch The Review. All right. Oh, I want to see her audition. I want to see her audition.
I think the Doctor is one of the only roles where you get to bring as much of yourself as you do.
Yeah, you really do. Which.
So I thought I'll bring the fact that I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot Karen. We haven't invented the word Karen yet. Icky thump, but when we do, you will think of me.
Which, if someone had said that to me before I played the part, I was like, really? It's an alien. You know, like, you're bringing yourself, but it.
Why would that not have occurred to you, you dumb cunt? Like, what? Why would that not have occurred to you? That's your job. That what? Oh, I should bring some realism to this. What? But it's an alien. It's like a Teletubby. What's it got to do with me? Oh, I got me Sonic. Oh, I'll point it around like it's a magic wand because that'll work. Hocus pocus, abracadabra. Oh, icky thump on the doctor.
Really does. You fall, and you really fall kind of head over heels into the role, and what.
Well, you did, darling.
Is addictive is just the positivity and the hope and the striving, and you just kind of want to bring it out into your own life.
You could beat a Dalek in real life, right? I mean, you don't have to do it this season, but
You couldn't do it in fucking Doctor Who. She needed a team of 20 people and a microwave.
I want to confirm that you could beat the crap out of a Dalek.
Yeah. Yes, I could.
No, you couldn't.
Should weld it to death.
Yeah, weld it.
Yeah. Talk about the production, because I mean, again, every time a new showrunner takes over, I feel like the visual style changes. You know, it's a.
Yeah, we thought we'd go for expensive shit this time. Yeah, we threw everything out. Everything we learned how to do, everything else, we just threw it all out. We got something all new people because, you know, we're arrogant shits.
It's a very different looking show again.
Yeah, I mean,
it looks like people hate it now.
Our responsibility was to make, again, you're thinking about where does the show land in 2018. Television's never been more cinematic, more visual, more exciting. It has to sit alongside Black Mirror and the CW shows and Gotham and, you know, all those awesome shows we're all watching. So there were things.
Gotham had ended for 3 years by that point, I think.
We did, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think the first thing was that we wanted that sense of expanse. So I think we've taken it outside a lot more. There's, you know, we didn't want to feel the studio.
I know it is so Cockney. That's as you were. So right. We want to get outside the studio. You know, get down Albert Square. You know, so I up with the apple pears, and we thought we'd put some Nick in with Nick Jim. Yeah, although we can be cancelled. I'm executive producer, you know, right? That's me, Matt Stravens.
As much as some recent seasons have, and we've gone further afield. We've left Cardiff. We've gone around the globe. We went to South Africa. We went to Spain. We've gone to some amazing places.
And you made shit. Oh, and like, okay, you had all these resources and you made relentless shit.
And I think just, yeah, as Chris said, the visuals, we wanted to play with the lenses and make them make the show look as cinematic as possible, so we've gone anamorphic. We've changed the aspect ratio of the show, so a lot of shows over here have been doing 2:1 for a while, but we wanted to look as cool as the stuff on Netflix and HBO, so we've done that. An amazing design team led by Arwell Jones.
In all fairness, I mean, not this season, but by the time they get to Flux, their design stuff was good. I thought their design of the Sontarans was good, like their Cybermen. Christian looks like a discount Tom Hanks. Apparently, Tom Hanks has been accused of paedophilia. I wonder if that's true.
Who's just incredible. And so, yeah, a new score. So everything.
Yeah, and it was shit. I don't say we did everything new and then have it be shit and be surprised that you look like a schmuck.
To make it feel as contemporary and as fresh and as newly minted as if it were a brand new show.
It is. You made an unwatchable show that everybody hates.
Like stare at every detail? Do you like look at every costume and go, almost? Fix a bow tie here or there.
I don't think so. No.
I mean, you got to go.
No, there is not that. I just saw Orphan 55. There is not that attention to detail. Whoever made the teddy bear woman monster thing, there is not that attention to detail.
Go to the grown-ups with the questions, but it's a very creative and collaborative working environment. There is no tyrant at the top, and there is nobody.
Should be, because there's just shit at the bottom.
Who thinks they can do other people's job, which is the most important thing.
People whose jobs can't do their own job. Okay, the scripts were sub professional.
I think we can all have opinions, but really, you only learn from everyone else, and that's the way great things are made.
Yeah, I feel like my job as a showrunner is to find a team of geniuses and get out of their way.
Well, you failed on one of those counts. You got the thing. Yeah, look, it seems rudderless, right? Apart from your idiot ideas that you inserted in. Like, I understand you think it's about radical change and you thought it was going to go fine. You thought people would like it. You thought there'll be people who don't and they're just the old fogies. But no, you're going to make it for that new generation of cool girls who are going to become scientists. And, it's going to get such high ratings. And you failed, right? I understand. The BBC told you this was good, this was hip, what everybody wanted. You gave what your bosses wanted, right? You delivered it. But you delivered something that they didn't want. Terrible ratings, embarrassment. So they're going to make you pay for that. You know why they're going to make you pay for that, Chibnall? Because they are cunts, right? They are evil cunts, right? And you're a schmuck for working for them, right? I do not think they're going to have you back. Maybe if you went to Eton or whatever they're saying, weird faggy school thing they went to, you might be okay. But if you didn't, and I don't think you did, mate, I don't think you did, you're fucked. You're the one they're going to blame for this failure. Because they're not going to blame themselves. They're not going to blame themselves for you telling you to do exactly what you did.
Basically the job.
Don't hold them back.
So you and your geniuses.
I'm the genius.
Yes. Oh, okay. So you.
Yeah, darling. You're the genius. Yeah, really? Again, if you're was it your plan to fail this hard? Was this your genius plan? To have the least successful era of all time, the lowest ratings of all time, right? You're the genius, really?
Genius and your friends who are also very smart. How is that? How is that collaborative relationship on the set as you've been figuring this out?
Well, first of all, everybody's workplace should be safe and inclusive, but also really good fun. We're working on Doctor Who. This has been all of our dreams from every.
No, it hasn't. You liar. It wasn't your dream to be Doctor Who. Well, one day I'm going to grow up and take such a big shit on a cultural icon. Oh, it'll be the bestest ever. And I'll be the bestest. No, I mean, yeah, look, have fun, okay? I mean, I guess keep the entertainment up, but like, gee, oh, God, darling, you're such a moron.
Department, and we, if you're not going to enjoy it, like, you're in the wrong job. It's...
Yeah, you might be in the wrong job, darling, right? You might be enjoying it too much. Oh, boy.
It's wonderful, and I think that sense of fun and enjoyment is exuding out onto the screen.
No, it didn't. That didn't happen. It was just like you shit on the screen. No. Bad Jodie.
In a positive way, and then shines a light on the darkest bits. And
it wasn't positive. It was all shit.
And the challenging bits. But for us guys, like me, Mandip, Tosin and Brad, who are the new friends, it's
friends. Oh, I love it how you have a flat, what was it? A flat managerial structure.
It's been extraordinary and emotional because we're really close. But not only are we like good mates, we're good mates who go on adventures. I mean, who gets to say that?
I wanted to call out this one wonderful thing because it's on your wrist.
I know, I've just found out the maker. Can you stand up, please?
So, the story is I'm actually I have one in my pocket because of course I do.
Oh, maybe it's product placement. Could be.
And I'm wearing my Orphan Black one. So, I've got a bit of all. I didn't know you were going to have one. I was willing to share.
No, I don't need to.
But now we both have them.
What? What do you have?
Done you?
Yeah, and I think the thing to say about that is that, Sci-Fi Wire is very big on fan-made stuff, and these are friendship bracelets that have gone to a lot of different shows.
Friendship bracelets. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh. I mean, honestly, you put this on in front of Al-Qaeda, they'll tell you anything they want to know. Fuck me. Oh, the friendship fucking bracelets. Oh.
And Doctor Who has made a point of saying, like, we want to be...
Why don't we show it to us, you idiot morons?
Your best friend. Well, if you were curious if the fans wanted to be the best friend of the Doctor and you, I think the answer is a resounding yes.
It is a resounding.
Yeah, no. That's before we saw you. Now we've seen you. Look, it's kind of like Biden. You'll be able to say, oh, look, I'm returning to normalcy. It'll be good. It'll be good again.
Yes.
And that's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Go watch the Doctor Who episode. Don't look at the internet.
Go watch it now.
Thanks, guys.
Chris William is up next. Please hashtag, it's a fan thing, hashtag NYCC.
Oh, God, I want to vomit. Oh, my God. That was a bit much. That was indeed a bit much, right? Oh, God, that made me want to vomit in my own mouth. That was really, really awful, right? That was really genuinely awful. Okay, I'm just trying to pull out the next thing. Where is it? Here we go. Doink. One second. Wrong window. Share screen. So this is from Chris Chibnall fan writing when he was from the 80s. So this is a interview with Louise Jameson, I think, looking gorgeous as always. Interview conducted by Chris Chibnall, Daniel Adams, and Jim Sanger. I don't know. Louise Jameson in her own words, but here, this looks more interesting. Nabil Shaban, transcribed by Chris Chibnall, Jim Sanger, and Daniel Adams. Season 23. Let's have a look at his review. God, I hope it's not fair. That'll be really disappointing. By Chris Chibnall, age IQ 22. Now, recently, Mr. Grade has been labeling the show we appreciate as stale and tired. Well, you don't think he could have been referring to this segment of Trial, do you? Come on, folk, let's face it. This was bad. Not just below par, this was abysmal. I think we're talking about your time, Mr. Chibnall. After Euphoria of episode 8, we settled down at a 5.45 on November 1st, expecting something good from Pip and Jane Baker. We were still waiting. We're still waiting. The plot aboard a spaceship on a routine journey, registered cliche, correct, Pip and Jane Baker, murder is being committed. Our heroes arrive, is duly suspect of the crime, registered cliche, every writer to have written for Doctor Who. Meanwhile, I mean, I wish you were so inventive when you're actually writing Doctor Who. Meanwhile, we have a oh so subtle, some nasty creatures are lurking in the service ducts, along with some investigators stolen from a soap opera. I could have sworn his name was Natty Nolan, says the obligatory old man. Even the voice was the same. Oh yes, let's not forget the don't go into the isolation room rubbish as well. One wouldn't want to jump on the pantomime bandwagon, but this season has given those thinkers fresh ammunition. We have Buttons, Peter Pan, and Principal Boy, Linda Benningham, Peter Cook, Captain Hook, the Valeyard, and JNT has the nerve to say that Doctor Who challenges the audience. Man, again, look, it hasn't aged well, Chris, mate. It hasn't aged well. Well, I mean, this review, right? Challenges the audience to stay awake, maybe. And it would help if there was an audience there to challenge. Subtle art is not the word to describe the story. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the pilot, the plot. One of those people is controlling them. Oh, God, I can't. The murderous creature is thus responsible for the deaths. And Commander Ivanov, to D84. No, hang on, I'm getting confused. I mean, come on. Who are you, Pip and Jane, trying to fool? This is not only did they photocopy robots of death, but they added in their own dialogue, sparkling with such gems as, last time the Doctor crossed my path, I was thrown into a web of mayhem and intrigue. I'm not going to waste time by going any further. And in any case, it makes me angry. Look, mate, you really should have faced the press a little bit. I can't go anymore. This is making me crazy. Like you really should have just faced the music a little bit, right? It's unbelievable how like full of shit you are. I don't know. It's okay. It's one thing to be. I guess this is what happened. You thought you'll be a snarky fan, and it was fine. You didn't know it was a problem. You didn't know what it was like to deal with a snarky fan. And you thought it was fun. Now you found out what it is, and you don't really like it, right? And you run screaming from it. Yeah. Before the next bit, we get to the next thing. My wife sent me the picture of my son in a uniform as he came home. There you go. Yeah, with the dog. Looking good there, Harry. So the base is on. My other son was there. He was an officer there, and everybody knows him. He was like big man on campus. So everybody calls him Lebetkin. Hey, Lebetkin, you do this. Come, Lebetkin. And fortunately, he's got a good sense of humor. Like he's good at taking the piss out of people, which also gets him in trouble. But so okay, he was on guard duty, and he was like a new kid. He's there 2 weeks already. He's on guard duty, right? And he hands over to the next person, and they give like this big walkie-talkie with a large, antenna, right? So he hands over to the next person. Says, "Okay, you know what to do." He said, "Yeah, I've done this before. I know what to do." He says, "My son decides to take the piss, like he does." So he gets the antenna. Says, "So when anybody comes, you have to wave the antenna over them, like a wanding them." You don't have to do that. That's crazy because it doesn't do anything. And the kid's like, "Yeah, absolutely, no problem. I know what to do." So then he goes away and he's looking and he sees the sergeant watch the kid go, you hit the one. Like, what the fuck are you doing? God. So there you go. There. What the fuck are you doing? You could say that to Marvel. What the fuck are you doing? Let's have a look at She-Hulk. Dun 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 dun. Alec McBeal in the Marvel universe. I don't know how I feel about this episode. Again, we always start with the member berry. Dun, 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 dun. Member berry. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, remember it was good. Member berry. Oh, where we had female superheroes who are hot. Member berry. Oh, we got Thor. Member berry. Oh, member berry. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, no, we're not that anymore. Now we're just embarrassing shit. So we start off. Our super influencer causes panic. So panic. So that was quite cute. So it starts off. Yeah, we're in like this Ally McBeal-ish universe. It's really bizarre, right? And we have like basically it's giving you a recap on what happens. Thankfully, these are only like 20-minute long episodes. And I can't even remember what I was saying. So she goes to a bar and they're like, everyone's freaked out, and they needed to Hulk out at the bar for some reason. I can't remember why. And she's like drinking, but when she's Hulk, she could drink a lot more. So we get like sexist man. Oh yeah, there's sexist man be sexist. Oh, that's a little trick you had, Waters. I'm a sexist man. I still look down at you, even though I'm little. And that's how they look at men. Look down at men as being evil, evil worms. And she's like, and so the boss also says, "Do you mind, not being Hulk?" So she goes back down, and now she's drunk because she has a worse metabolism as whatever her name is. Right, and she gets fired. Right, he's like, "Listen, you lost the case because of this. They were able to call a mistrial. You're fired." She-Hulk, attorney-at-law. So again, it's a chick flick at this point. But honestly, somebody said this should be the first episode. If it was, I probably would have been better disposed to it. It's got to get over its like real chip on the shoulder sexism, right? So we got a lot of breaking camera. I don't want to go and say I got to get a new job. She interviews everywhere. Nobody likes her. No one's interested. She's too hulky. Can't get another job. And basically it's everything that Bruce Banner told her. And don't get me wrong, I can't stand Mark Ruffalo. I don't want to say even an alter ego of his is right about anything. Right, and her girlfriend says, "No, you're fabulous. You're the bestest ever." Right, so she's got to go to a family dinner now. And it's like, why? Why do we have a family dinner? So, I don't know. We just do. And then she comes, and her father. I was trying to work out who he is. Right, who is that father? Right, who is he? I've been working out, and then I realized it's the American guy from Relative Strangers. You had Balky, right? Balky came from, I don't know, somewhere in Europe, Czechoslovakia, right? And he comes to America, and what's it? I can't remember the. Here, 1 second. Let me look it up on YouTube. Relative Strangers. Relative Strangers opening. Or Perfect Strangers, was it? Perfect Strangers, is that it? There we go. Here, I found it. Yeah, it's so funny. Wait. Where is it? So share screen. Maybe share the different screen. Chrome tab. Okay, let's go full screen. So it's this bloke.
Nothing can rearrange. Sometimes you just get
I don't know. This has just made me very nostalgic, right? So, like, what's he doing in this? Like, it's so weird. So, all of a sudden we got to here. What's it?
feeling like you need some kind of change. No matter what the odds are this time,
And they have wacky adventures together.
nothing's gonna stand in my way. This flame in my heart, and a long lost friend gives every dark screen a light at the end. Standing tall.
So it's that guy, right? It's that guy. That's She-Hulk's father. Fine. And quite nice to see him. So, you know, it's just an awkward family dinner. And he's like a loser, and she can't get a job, and she feels like a loser, and the parents make her feel uncomfortable. I just like, okay, this show isn't for me. I mean, it's not Star Trek Discovery where it's excruciatingly awful in every way, right? I mean, it feels like it's a reasonable quality production. Again, I like having Marklin Baker, and he's pretty good. So he wants to help with stuff, and you see that in the titles. Anyway, so and the art title thing. So then she gets offered the job as the head of their superhero division. So she's like, I need to think about it. And she thinks about it and says, yes, I'll take the job, right? She's offered the job. And said, yeah, but we wanted you to be She-Hulk, right? So we need you to Hulk out. Oh, okay, then. And she hulks out. Fortunately, she was wearing spandex, right? And people were happy to, not happy to see her. She's doing a lot of talking to camera with bad CGI. Needs to get bigger shoes, right? I don't like all the talking. Again, it's Ally McBeal in Marvel, right? Who's this for? It's for lonely wine mums, right? And here's her best gal pal, shows her how great her office is. And hi, I'm a not intimidating white man. I'm probably gay. It's okay. So she's like, okay, your first case is you got to defend Emil Bronsky, Tom Roth, who apparently in who was it again? The good Hulk movie. Oh man, Hulk movie. No, who was it? Ed Norton, right? Ed Norton and Hulk have fought the Abomination, and so he wants her to defend him. She's like, but it's he tried to kill my cousin. I'm not sure I can. We have a conflict. So well, let me know by tomorrow because your job, depends on it. So anyway, so she goes to meet him. This is actually I kind of like this, the maximum security superhero prison thing. I thought it was kind of cool. So she has all these waivers to get in. And look, this guy is like fantastic. I mean, he's just a great actor. So he said, don't step over the line. So, okay, so basically he gives this great spiel. Said, listen, I was under orders to kill the Hulk, right? I was told I was going to be Captain America. They gave me the Captain America serum. And I'm a highly decorated officer, Next thing I know, I'm in jail, right? It doesn't make any sense. And he's like, he has remorse. He's been writing these haikus to people to say sorry for the things he's done. And I was conned into this. Like I understand why Bruce Banner is one of the Avengers. This is one of him reading one of his haikus, right? I'm in prison again. I'm a highly decorated officer. So she talks to Bruce Banner, and she's like, "No, it's cool. We made up because I'm a giant pussy, Hulk. Hulk pussy. Okay." So they again. They just haven't put lots of him being a pussy in. They said, anyway, I'm on a spaceship. I gotta go. Boom, and he's on a spaceship going somewhere, and you don't know what's going on with him. So he's gone for the rest of the series. He says, yes, I'll take the job. Said, okay, great. So just turn on the news. And apparently he's broken out of prison, and he's been in a underground fight club all night. She's like, great. Oh no. And then we have the end titles. So we have this after credit sequence where she's helping him with all his household chores, basically it, really. And it's done, right? You know what? My review of this is mostly harmless, right? Mostly bloody harmless. That's what I would call it. There's one bit of like misogyny in it. I mean, like anti-male misogyny in it, but mostly it was just not for me. You know, I feel bad ranking on it because it's like I'm not invested in that character. And it's really not for me. Now, look, a character I am invested in, which I'm actually, let me show you something. This is crazy. I recorded this video today, and I've got to take it apart and re-edit it and add in a whole new second half, okay? Because I saw this article about will Captain Jack return? And no, he's no way going to bloody return. The BBC are embarrassed that they cancelled him. So, yeah, he's gone forever, in my opinion, which I go over in that video. So then, this afternoon, this article comes out. Check this out. How Doctor Who could recast Captain Jack. Will you piss off? No. Let's have a look at Bounding into Comics. Bounding into Comics. Bounding into Comics. Doesn't look like anything here. Is that interesting? Gotham Knights creative team says, what is it? Let's start up over here. Beast review. Again, I'm not going to watch it. Diablo, don't care. Netflix cancels live action Resident Evil. Again, go woke, go broke. She-Hulk Attorney Law should have been the first episode of the series. Yeah, I tend to agree with you, right? Here, let's read this article. Oh, Mark Ruffalo. Listen, I'm sorry, mate. You're an insufferable cunt. You just are. You know, people don't want to see things with you being insufferable, right? And that first episode was insufferable. I'm sorry. Screen Rant Mark Ruffalo called for a change to the IMDb ratings system following She-Hulk controversy, forgetting Marvel is not entitled to good reviews for mediocre superhero content. No, they feel they are, right? They feel they are. In the minds of progressive ideologues, no one's allowed to have an opinion about that. That the first ever of She-Hulk Attorney at Law was woke and derivative garbage. It was woke and derivative garbage, right? The backlash with the J giantness of the must-she TV. Look, it's the MCU. People aren't interested in it. I'm sorry. In a piece entitled She-Hulk Review Bombing Proves IMDb's Biggest Ratings Problem, the site argued review bombing of She-Hulk with 1 and 10-star reviews, particularly the former, unnecessarily clouds the picture that the audience reaction. It's shit! Deal with it! It is shit! The current IMDb policy leaves LGBTQIA community, as well as women and BIPOC working in film, particularly vulnerable to unnecessary vitriol harassment. No! It's just sometimes people in those groups make shit. And they need to be... And people like to say, oh, that was shit. Oh, you hate it because it's about a woman. No, I hate it because it's shit. Right? It's shit because you're concerned about it's about a woman. Right? And I don't know why you make her sexier when she's Hulk as opposed to not Hulk. I mean, that seems a bit sexist as well. But okay. Fine. Again, I mean, is it the same body? If it is, why doesn't she look like that when she's not the Hulk? I don't understand. As early time IMDb scores become controversial, many outlets and fans look either to confirm. Stop. So Mark Rose says the rise in bad faith IMDb reviews, particularly for projects led by women and or BIPOC, threatens to render the site scores meaningless. People dare say my work fit, and I don't want anybody to say, oh, fuck off, you thin-skinned piece of Captain. Yeah, look, all this stuff is shit. All the stuff that you want to do to platform, it's shit. And people aren't interested in your shit anymore. Get used to it. And stop shoveling us your unwashable shit. We don't care about your politics. You're a moron. Oh. Anyway, I digress. Amber Heard replaces Mira in Aquaman 2 reshoots. I believe that. This I find interesting. There's going to be a Superman cameo in Black Adam. That makes it interesting to me. I like that. I like that. Amazingly, House of Dragon got reviewed for a second season already. They must have had a 2-season deal minimum going in. We'll keep reviewing it. Okay, we will keep reviewing it. House of Dragon star Steve Toussaint implies critics of Lord Vernon's race swap are racist. So I didn't think he was race swapped, and I thought the idea of having a black, Targaryen kind of interesting. I thought that was a J.R.R. Martin thing, right? They're happy with a dragon, white hair, and violet-colored eyes, but a rich black guy is beyond the pale. But why does he have white hair? It looks like he's got Valerian hair, right? Hang on. Ladies and gentlemen, Hollywood's favorite and woefully tired tactic for deflecting criticism, House of Dragon star Titles has implied that fans critical of how HBO race swapped his character, Lord Corys Veron, from his original description. Well, okay, let's read what his original description was. Okay, you color me intrigued. Okay. Looks a bit different, doesn't he? Known as the sneeze snake of the fabled Lord of the Tides, Master of Driftmark, the head of the House of Valerian was the husband of Princess Rhaenyra Targaryen during the Dance of Dragons. Had become hand to the Queen. But how was he in? How was he in Dance of Dragons and Queen Rhaenyra Targaryen? House of Corys is played by Steve Toussaint. The character age 30 and 7. Corys is hailed as the greatest seafarer. Corys is known as it seems to be fine that he's black. I don't really care. And why is his hair white though? I'm scanning through this. Early life, he was born. Whatever. Listen. I'm not an expert on this, but why? I don't understand why he would have a problem with him being black, right? Other than it's not the like the source material, but I understand them wanted to a black face here or there. It doesn't really reflect society that much. Amazon Studios will declare Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power victory regardless of actual viewership. That's 100% true. They can't not. If they don't, they're in trouble, right? If they don't, their investor base are going to their stock price is going to plummet. This is going to decide, however, their streaming future. Apparently, hey, where is that? I think Radio Times has that article. Come a bit of Radio Times. June Brown leaving Standards. I thought she left years ago. Right? I really did. I had no idea she was still in it. Where is this? Resident Evil cancelled after one season because it was shit. Hang on. No, go away. Is it here anywhere? No, I guess not. I don't know. Yeah, no, I had what was it? There's some article somewhere saying that their entire streaming future depends on this. Batgirl actor Ivory Aquino defends cancelled DC film. As much as it had been labelled woke, it simply came together that way because of the writing that reflects the world we live in. It doesn't. It reflects Twitter. That doesn't reflect the world we live in. And we're sick of you banging on about it, quite frankly, darling. Right? You're giving us a sodding headache. Right? Anyway, where's this movie on? Never heard of Beast review. Beast. I'm really not that interested. Hang on. Animation fans unhappy with recent cancellations accuse Warner Brothers Discovery CEO of being racist Trump supporter. No, he just getting rid of shit. Nobody wants it. J.D. Abrams produced Cape Crusader anime. I love it. I love it, right? I love it. It's only a matter of time. Yes, says Ethan Van Sciver. Yes. Cyber creator Ethan Van Sciver predicts DC will shut down. It's only a matter of time. Well, I think they're certainly going to reduce their count of what they're publishing, right? I mean, that seems inevitable, which is good news because right now it's just running, off the tracks, right? The problem is that the comics don't make enough money for the parent companies versus the manpower publishing houses require. The calls are about IPs. At first, comics compensated for this by claiming to be a necessary cheap research and development. But it's not. Well, it soon became clear that Hollywood could build better with of what's already created and generate better Batman stories that DC creators could. I mean, they're awful, right? Marvel and DC pivoted to become woke propaganda for their parent companies and tax credits and ESG. ESG is the thing that's destroying the world. Sales tanked hard. Turns out most people don't want to read comics if they're poisoned with social justice. Now it's only a matter of time for DC Comics. Marvel is healthier, but Disney doesn't need them either. When DC Comic closes, they'll go pretty quickly thereafter. Yeah, what's name was saying the same thing. Mark Millar. By the way, I've read the OP a dozen times. Is she suggesting that the problem we have is accurate count of comic sales? How does that problem shared by Disney and Warner Brothers dingbat? They know what books are selling and grossing, even if you don't. What's he replying to? I don't know. But yeah, look, they're going down, mate. They are going down. Well, yeah, because of this shit. Right, nobody wants to see Robin suck someone's cock, okay? No one wants to see it. I don't mind seeing lesbian Wonder Woman, I don't like seeing crying lesbian Wonder Woman. And I wouldn't mind seeing Wonder Woman, with somebody else hot, but okay. I don't see Batman sucking a dick either, quite frankly. But you know what? It's all coming. It's all coming. Batman will one day suck a dick, right? Batman will one day suck a dick. Fine. Let's have a look. I think that's it. I think I'm gonna wrap up the I covered everything on the thumbnail, didn't I? I feel good about myself. The unwoken of DC and Marvel. Yeah, listen, that's true. It is the unwoking of them, right? They are super screwed. Oh, where's my window? There you go. That's all I'm looking for. Yeah, the unwoking of DC and Marvel. That's exactly what Zaslav is doing, and he's creating tidal waves doing it. I mean, it can't come quickly enough for me, right? It cannot come quickly enough, much like me in general. So yeah, we did that, H. Badley. Man, that was agony, right? She-Hulk. Yeah. It's just, I don't know. We'll see if it gets any worse, right? I'm not going to review Lower Decks. I mean, really, there's no way, right? There is no way that's happening. Yeah. No, I refuse. Anyway, with that, I'm going to hit the end broadcast button. I'm going to hit it again. And the Wizard